Hi, I'm Vincenzo Villamena, founder of Online Taxman. Today we're talking about the physical presence test. So the physical presence test is one of two tests that allows you to qualify for the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion. To remind everyone, the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion allows you to not pay U.S. taxes on the first $108,000 as of 2020. And so the physical presence test essentially is a very cut and dry test that says if you're in the United States for 35 days or less in a year, in a 365-day period, then you qualify for the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion. And so first, you have to know that it's not a calendar year, meaning someone could, let's say, leave July 1st and then fast forward another year to July 1st of the next year. And as long as they're in the United States less than 35 days, they would qualify for the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion. Now, of course, in that scenario, they would have basically half of the year that would be covered under the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion, and then the other half of the second year. So essentially it would be, roughly $54,000 each year of unexcluded income. Another couple things to note on this would be, one, if you're in international waters, that counts as a day in the United States. So let's say you were on a cruise ship for a few days, those days where you're actually on the ship, you're not in port anywhere, that would actually count as a day in the United States. Another thing to note is if they're travel days. So if you actually transition to the United States, this could also count as a day under the physical presence test. I think it's important to note that people that do physical presence tests versus bona fide residents is a lot easier if you're a digital nomad. If you don't have an abode abroad, if you don't have tax residency in another country, then you probably have to go with the physical presence test. Whereas the bona fide residence test, it's if you are actually physically living in a country, you have a visa, you have a bank account, you have ties to that country. Physical presence test allows you to be a little more flexible, a little more nomadic, if that's the type of lifestyle you want to live. If you have any questions at all about the physical presence test, how to qualify, visit us at Online Taxman, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're always giving content out about expat taxes, and if you have any questions, send them in. We'd be happy to answer on the channel and help you with these issues. Thank you.